Hi guys, my name is Jaeger, Executive Chef at the Cravery, and I'm going to show you how to make a pecan shortbread cookie recipe. Alright, so for this cookie, we're going to preheat our ovens to 350 degrees, and I have my baking sheets lined over here with some parchment paper. In this bowl, I have 3/4 cup of butter, which is also 3 sticks of butter, and 1 cup of granulated sugar. I'm going to add that to our mixing bowl. And we're just gonna cream the butter and sugar until it's light and fluffy in texture. It should take about 5 to 6 minutes. While this is creaming, we can go ahead and get our flour mixture together. So I have 3½ cups all-purpose flour and 1/4 teaspoon of salt. Just whisk it together just so the salt kind of gets mixed into the flour. Our butter is nicely creamed together here. Shut off the mixer, and we're going to add our extracts. In here I have 1 teaspoon of pure vanilla extract and 1 teaspoon of pure almond extract. Mix this together for about 10 seconds. Okay, now we're gonna add our flour mixture that we already made. You can go ahead and dump all the flour in at once. It's not gonna affect the texture of the cookie. And then make sure to turn this just on low. So you're gonna have flour everywhere. Mix this just until it's combined. It should take about a minute since there's so much flour in this recipe. After this all comes together, it should look fairly dry still, almost like wet breadcrumbs. That's okay. So we're going to add to this 1½ cups of pecans. If you want to toast them before you add them to the mixing bowl, make sure they cool off completely. And we'll mix this just until it's combined. I'm going to take my spatula and wipe down the sides of the bowl once in here just to make sure we get all that butter and flour. Okay. And as you can see, it's still very dry, but that is the kind of consistency that we are looking for. So make sure you guys have a clean work surface. I'm gonna take a little touch of flour and just sprinkle it on the work surface here. We have our finished dough, and I'm just going to take about half of it right now and put it out onto the floured table. So all I'm trying to do is combine this into some sort of a log. You want about a 2-inch diameter log. You can work with this dough as much as you want. It's not gonna hurt it. And we're looking for something kind of like that. We're gonna take some plastic wrap and we're going to just wrap it up nice and tightly. And we're gonna take this and we're gonna chill it for at least 30 minutes in the fridge. After about 30 minutes, we have our chilled log of dough here. I'm gonna show you a trick. Go ahead and slice these off into 1/2 inch thickness, but you can leave the plastic on. It makes it much easier. So I usually take the first one, kind of cut off, and you don't want that first piece. Just start slicing these off into 1/2 inch thickness, like so. Got about 6 good pieces here. And the plastic comes off really easily. I'm gonna take my baking sheet here and arrange these like so. You can fit quite a few on your baking sheet. These won't spread out much at all. So even just an inch length in between each cookie should be fine. We're gonna take these and put them into our preheated oven at 350 degrees for about 20 to 25 minutes, just until they're lightly brown on the edges. All right, so these cookies were in for about 22 minutes. They've cooled off completely. As you can see, there's a little brown around the edges, but the color has basically stayed mostly white, and they are perfect shortbread cookies. My name is Jaeger, and I just showed you guys how to make a pecan shortbread cookie recipe.